this is my opinion of Ouija boards. So, my main criticism is that it's sold as a toy and marketed more towards children, and most people that play around with it are probably teenagers messing around with it and not using it appropriately as an object of spiritual technology. For people that want to use it, I'll tell you how to set it up in a safer way, because it really is just a tool, just like, a pendulum or tarot cards, but I do believe it's slightly more dangerous than using those items. Even using automatic writing, you can open yourself up to malevolent spirits. So, people that want to use Ouija boards in general are people that don't know what they're doing, because if you are a spiritualist, then you will know that you don't need a Ouija board. You just need a water glass and a white candle and your prayers. You don't even need a Ouija board to contact and work with spirits. So at that point, most of us don't generally use one. But this is a question that I've been getting, and instead of answering it to the same people several times, I thought I'd just do a video about it. So I had bad experience with Ouija board. That doesn't necessarily color my opinion. And of course, we're messing around with it, not knowing what we're doing. People who want to work with spirits, they generally don't have a routine of doing spiritual hygiene or understand why cleansing is so very, very important, and haven't developed their relationships with their spirit guides and their ancestors, who are their protecting spirits. So a lot of people just want to cut corners and they don't want to do the groundwork. Is another huge problem with using a tool like this, because I do believe it has a propensity to act more as a portal than other divinatory tools. And that's just my opinion. I'm not going to demonize it, but so if someone wanted to work with a Ouija board, I would definitely suggest that they spend time getting stronger with their ancestors and their spirit guides. And so that when you do go to use the board, you can bless and dedicate a white candle to God, your guardian angel, who you may not know, and that's fine, your spirit guides, and your ancestors, your good helping ancestors. And you place the candle there. Secondly, when most people play around with it, they don't have a specific spirit that they would like to contact. And that's a problem, because any wandering spirit that's around, or any evil spirit, it's like a Russian roulette, or just like a spirit chat line that you're going to get all these trolls and stuff coming through. So have a specific entity that you want to talk with, that you believe has reason to be friendly with you. So say a grandmother or great grandmother that you had a friendly and good relationship with after you've already been venerating them, is more likely that they're not earthbound and they're possibly in a better state, because you've been giving them water and candle and doing prayers to help elevate them and purify them already, and then now they're in a better state to want to communicate with you. I also recommend that people look for a spiritualist church near them, so that they can feel the energies of how they open their session. And you need to do prayers before you also put your hands on the planchette to set up the environment, purify the environment with something like frankincense and myrrh is a very balancing incense. And then if you get other entities coming through who are menacing, if the planchette goes everywhere and it's just spelling gobbledygook, then it's just a lower level spirit who is ignorant. And so that's why I also suggest that you read the medium's book first. Or if you're going to read the medium's book, then read the spirit's book first in the series and then the medium's book. Because although it doesn't tell you what to do, it describes the philosophy behind spiritual contact. And it goes into automatic writing and when you need to shut down the session. So if your session is going that way, then you need to tell the spirit that the communication is over. You need to shut down the board. You need to close it down. You need to spiritually cleanse the area, and you need to be up in your spiritual cleansings and do something mundane and have higher vibrations, and just don't continue and keep opening the door to malevolent spirits. So that's what I recommend if people are going to use it as a tool, but I don't suggest that people use it as a tool. It's just if people are going to do it anyways, then that's what I suggest. That's how I suggest that you use one. So I also suggest maybe look at other divinatory tools. Look at reading runes or tarot or something instead, and that will also help your mediumship so that you're not just reliant on these tools as well, and that you're not just seeking it out for entertainment or frivolity, because then you're going to attract spirits who are just mocking spirits who are just fucking around. If that's all you're doing is fucking around with the Ouija board, excuse my swearing, but that's what you're going to attract if that's the type of energy and how you're setting up your session and putting that out there. Then you're going to attract those lower level, those burlones, those mocking spirits, and possibly an obsessive spirit, and that's how attachments get started. So if people take it seriously and do the things I've outlined, it's probably a lot more safer than just going on grabbing one willy-nilly and just seeing what's going to show up just because you want to have a scare. You just want to scare yourself or other people and have a fun drunken moment. It's not a good idea. That it's important that you do this with serious intentions and with good intentions. So with that being said, if anybody else has anything else to say about Ouija board, do you use them in your practices? Do you view it as something serious or just something seasonal? I'm sure many people have bad stories out there, and that's why it gets a bad reputation. So I'll see you guys next time. If you have any other questions or video suggestions such as this, then hit me up and I will do one. Bye.